Hello everyone, welcome to Rise of Patience. Today we have a 3 versus 5 game that has been sent to me by one of the players. Here we've got Tough, Coldfire Mouse and Dangerous Sun. I think this is Dangerous Sun. Uh, versus Regasaur, PC Load, Letter, Quantum Floyd, Dorky and Fatabi. There are I think these are all close to mid or high inters. That's a mix of mix to high inters. Quantum Flight and Fatabi and Regasaur maybe these three I know they are slightly better. Dorky I have not played with him for a long time, but I'll say last time I played he was a mid inter. PC Load Letter I have not played with him. I will not say. I don't think he is a pro for sure, but he might be somewhere in the inter range. On the other side we've got Mouse, Coldfire and Dangerson. All three are really strong players, with Mouse, in my opinion, Mouse being the strongest in the tough. So if I had to guess the outcome of this game, I think tough can actually win this if they finish one of these early. I don't think a long boom game is in favor, because even though these five players are maybe not as good as the tough players, but they will be a problem in the late game. Let's check out the rare resources. Here we've got, actually let's check out the nations first. So Mouse is Turks, British and Bantu. British and Turks, that's an excellent combo for clearing out one of these players early on. And Bantu, I don't think Bantu is good for killing, but they're good for long games when population limits start to create a problem for other nations. The other side, we got Aztecs, Mongols, Chinese, Persians, and Nubians. Decent nations. In fact, Nubians is a very good nation, considering this is a large map. This is an 8 player map, and there'll be plenty of rare resources. Chinese also good. In fact, Chinese is very good for survival. Mongols and Aztecs, they'll be great for aggression. Let's start the game. Here we have got Patabi. Next to him is Furs. Then these guys also got Papyrus, Diamonds, and now remember there is a Nubian player, so there is no way that they'll miss out on any rares in their own territory. In fact, the Nubian player is in much luck. He's got Diamonds right next to him. Papyrus, even Furs and Papyrus are two of my favorite, most favorite library rares. In fact, I don't care about silver as much as these two rares. On the other side, oh wait, they've even got silver. I just realized that green is in this team. And where is red? Oh, red is totally isolated from the rest of the team. Here is Mouse and Coldfire. So lucky for them that Mouse and Coldfire are not separated, because British and Turks, they can do a lot of magic. In fact, against Turks, I'm not sure if Chinese is going to hold up either, because Turks can spam 4 or 6 sieges easily. For if I was in the team of five, I would try to pressure uh, red here as soon as possible, because he he seems to be very isolated, and it will be less likely for Mouse or Coldfire to be able to help him. So it looks like he'll be an easy target for a double. And we have got Mongol player here. Because so in fact in 3 versus 5, if any interns or noobs are listening, ever if you are ever in a situation of a 3 versus 5, that means you have got the numbers advantage. You should for sure, one of the players should for sure go military one early and raid them. That will give a big edge to the rest of the 4 players in your team. Even 2 players going military one is an excellent idea. That way the 3 in your team can boom while you two create havoc in the opponent's territory. And this is especially one of the times when I don't like to play 3 versus 5, because I know if I get raided early, 3v5 win will be impossible. On the side, Mouse, being Turks, already going for military level 1. This is a very strange strategy, because being in the 3 team, I wonder if he can suffer this, whatever he's doing. It's a lot of investment early on. Dorky is very slow. Mouse got his barracks down, and Dorky is just getting his library. On this side, Quantum Flight is also very slow. Let's check out the rolling bonuses. Maybe Mouse has got a lot of low. Mouse did not. Quantum got a lot of growing bonuses, but he's still very behind. Mouse knows about the woodcutter camp, so he's going to try to put his wood units in a place to raid. Very good idea there. On this side, everybody's still in the early stages of the game. Nobody has researched anything. Yeah, Fatabi is the only one who has researched Commerce 1 at this point. The other side, Bantu player going for Civic 1. That's a good idea. This way he can get those two cities down and suddenly get the plus 20 food and plus 20 wood bonus. Here starts the raid. And this can also be a psychological warfare from Mouse, because when you start raiding early in the game, if your opponents are noobs or not very confident about their game, they will just resign. Sometimes they just resign and you win that game. Good idea by Dorky there. He tried to use his villagers. Here's Coldfire trying to fill the gap between Dorky and Mouse. And Dorky, remember, that's a good spot for defense, but at the same time, it's hard for Quantum Floyd to help him if Dorky is in such a position. Quantum needs to place his city somewhere here in order to be helpful. That's mm, that's a doubtful city position, especially going against Turks. If I was Quantum Flow, I would stay behind somewhere. I would make sure Dorky is on the forefront, because that large city will take a lot of time to go down, and this should be the face of this team in this side. On the other side, let's see, Regazor is going for it. Regazor is actually very good. I have seen him and Old Dirty in the Rise of Plebs tournament. They did very well. They have a good teamwork. They had a great teamwork, in fact. Mouse is also creating havoc on this side. Oh no, is that Mouse? Yes, that is Mouse. Mouse doing really good, man. He's doing very good. He has disturbed green on this side. He's disturbed white on this side. So except orange and purple on this side have not been raided yet. Coldfire is British, so let's see what can he do. In fact, this is a great moment for Coldfire. Since Mouse is raiding, Coldfire can reach that reach that 120 food very soon, and then he can think about attacking late game. Coldfire says, "Oh, Coldfire is going to tower this. So if he towers right here, I think yes, somewhere there he will be out of the city's range, but the British towers get 2+ range, so he will be able to. Oh yes, he will be able to get the city in range. That's a very good. That's a very good one. In fact, this tower's range is just enough that Quantum Floyd city will get sieged. Quantum Floyd sees that. He sees the tower. He Where is, oh, very bad, man. This is very bad. In fact, maybe one of the accomplishments for Mouse would be that he forced Quantum Floyd to get his barracks behind. That is in itself big enough. Now, since his barracks is far behind, this tower will be completed. In fact, I think Mouse and Coldfire could win this side easily. Yeah, Mouse and Coldfire could win this side easily. In a 2v1, 2v2 for sure. In a 2v3, remember Fatabi is also here, so Fatabi has not showed his hand yet, and he has not even got raided. Him being Aztecs, Aztecs survive completely on early raids and winning battles. If he can win some good outcomes with purple and green in his team, I feel purple has orange can still save this side. Quantum Flood is the first one to age on this side. I don't know what Coldfire is waiting for. Maybe he is waiting for somebody else to age so he gets the cheaper age up cost. Mouse is going military level 2 already. Yeah, that's a very fine strategy there. Oh, and there's silver, of course. Yeah, I forgot there's silver. Nobody else is using. So in such a huge map, there's another problem. Oh, these guys are not using diamonds. That even sucks even more. How is Red planning to save himself? He's got 50. He's got 50 wealth income. That's very that's very good because he's not using any rare resources yet. But he's got three markets. On this side, blue has aged. It's going to be very tough. I think the most of the action that's going on right now is on this side. Orange has successfully separated red from the rest of the two. Remember, even if Mouse and Coldfire win this side, they have 5 opponents. I'm expecting a Despot rush. Here comes the Siege Factory from Mouse. This will be very quick. This will be very quick unless Fatabi can do something. White is also sending you this. I think this might be a 2 versus 4 for Mouse and Coldfire. This could turn into a 2 versus 4. I don't see why White and Orange should pay their attention to Red. Blue is enough there for now. And a very bad move by Dorky. Dorky's slinger should be on the other side, not here. They should be on the other side. Dorky needs to send this villager. It's almost 2v1 for one Floyd at this point. White is helping a little bit, and then the temple comes. So orange is coming on this side. White is also coming on this side. I honestly, in fact, oh, white is here, and blue. What is blue doing? Regazor is, well, he's preparing for an attack. In fact, he's going for Despot. And on this side, I think red is not playing up. Oh wait, red also got raided, so it's fine. But yeah, red is not doing so well.
You okay over there?
His mouse going for civic level 2, and here comes now. This is really nice. White is here, even though their timings are very much off. They should be attacking at the same time, but still, not the worst play. The fact that Mouse and Coldfire already don't have the city is good enough. Here, yellows cavalry is going to get right. Nice one. And here comes Regazor. I have a feeling that Regazor might be able to kill Red by himself, which destroys the whole purpose of 3 versus 5, where you would expect each player to be better. But here, Regazor is doing very good. His raids, I think he or White, somebody raided Red in the beginning, which is paying off right now.
Move troops here.
Even more British archers. Mouse is not able to provide for much. And this time, I have a feeling that Mouse and Coldfire will be able to capture this. I don't know why anybody is sending heavy infantry. This is in front of this army. You only should be sending light infantry. That means archers and these javeliniers that White is making. I must say Dorky is the weakest player in this game because I don't see much help from him. He's building a tower here while obviously his tower is not going to complete. I don't know why he's continuing this. He'll just lose resources. Dorky, please delete that. Please delete that. No. Here comes Coldfire. Oh, and Blue captured that city. Blue captured that city for a moment. Despot from red, and now Fatabi is coming here. So I think this city will go down for Fatabi's. Regazor's Despot just died, and Quantum Floyd says GG. I don't know why he's saying GG. I feel he should stay, man. This is not at all over. He has got 4 more players in his team, and the good thing is that one side is actually winning. Look at that, Fatabi and Blue, they're doing wonderful. What if a good thing about Quantum is that he's Persian, so he's got 2 capitals. It's not over at all. He still has a lot of time. The terrain is in their favor. These mountains make it difficult to attack. Now, what I'm wondering is what's White up to? And here, Mouse is now shifting his focus to Orange. Meanwhile, Blue and Orange, they're doing a lot of damage. Red's food income is horrible. He should not have gone Despot at all, because even if he wins this engagement, Despot is going to keep him down throughout the rest of the game. So Red is in trouble, but so far Mouse and Coldfire are doing great.
Hey, dude, little help here.
I would suggest Coldfire to go for this City of Nanning first, because I don't even know if there's a passage right here without going over there. He will have to go through that area in order to attack Beijing. A great, elephants are the perfect counter for British archers. That's a very good one from Quantum. I think Quantum, Fatabi, Regazor, these 3 are the top 3 players in this team. White is also coming there, so these guys know it's better to just kill Red while they have the momentum. In fact, I think they don't even need to be here. Blue himself is all. Blue is here, White is here. These guys are playing excellent, man. Excellent play. And Orange here. So Orange is trying to. I think Orange is. So these guys are very confused. Coldfire and Mouse, they don't know whether they should try to attack Fatabi, or should they try to deal with the green first. Mouse has got a very good eco, 150, 140, 95. He'll be H3 very, very soon. On this side, Coldfire doing also great. He's got Colossus. He has got 110 wealth income, and now Mouse is going somewhere. There is a tower on that side which will slow him down for some time. And with that city, Red will die instantly. Red will be dead now. All of this started when Red was so far away. Red should not have built so far away. Now Fatabi says GG, Red says GG, but I am sure Coldfire and Mouse are still in game. They don't want to give up yet. Fatabi has got a very decent army here. I remember seeing Fatabi play before and after Rise of Plebs, and I think Rise of Plebs has, after that tournament, he has improved so much. He has become a completely different player. Maybe that tournament, all that tournament really forced him to become better, to be the best version of him. Regazor, now Regazor can also come to this side. Mouse is alone. Mouse is going to be 1v3 and Coldfire is going to be 1v2 here. Good thing for Mouse is that he's H3. If he was not H3, there is no way he could even attempt to face 3 players. But even with H3, let's see. Because Blue has got a sizable army, same for Orange. And Orange is Aztec, so if he wins this engagement, he will gain more resources. And bad team play, very bad team play. White just ran into Mouse's army, and Fatabi is just coming here. Blue will also join. On this side, Coldfire has captured the capital.
Where's the enemy?
So if Mouse can hold this, there'll be one less player. Finally there'll be one player dead from this team, and man, this is actually way more fun than I expected. I was expecting Tough to just wipe the floor, but these guys, Tough chose wrong 5 players to mess with, and now I don't see how Mouse is going to survive this. 1v3 is just too much for any player. If only if Coldfire can, and that's an excellent move. Look at that. We've got Dorky coming with Militia. I did not expect that. The kind of game I saw all this time, I didn't expect Militia from Dorky. Dorky's asking Quantum what he's doing, but anyway, you're telling me, guys. Mouse is in big trouble. Coldfire has to come right now to help him, else. But at the same time, Coldfire also wants to finish Dorky. If this city is captured, if this city is captured, then Dorky will be killed instantly. Even after that, there's a 2 versus 4. Regazord has aged. Coldfire is also aging. Now the only problem I see here is that these guys are splitting their forces. They should not split forces. Fatabi needs to come over there right now. Right now. Oh, that was 2 sieges dead. Bad team play. But of course, that's why they're playing a 3 versus 5 and not a 3 versus 3. If Fatabi came right then when Mouse's army was there, that could have been a victory. And he's got a very nice. He alone has more units than Mouse. It's just the age difference that's a problem. Now, at this point, this is when Regazord should come in and help. He is not there. These guys are always fighting one-on-one while they could be attacking together. What's up with Regazord, man? Just join him. Now he's coming when Fatabi is going back. It's just the good thing is that it's 3 versus 5, so these guys are okay. And the good thing is that they killed Red early on, as there was some very bad teamwork over there. The Coldfires realized it's not worth taking that city. Let's just finish the timer, and everything will be good. Meanwhile, is Purple? Oh, Purple is not in a condition to help. He's just trying to save himself. It's basically a 2 versus 3 at this point, because purple is not in game and green is as good as dead. That's a good move by PC. He's going to take the city back. Mouse and Goldfire, they don't have enough units. They don't have enough units to go everywhere, or maybe they do. That's good mobility. Oh, and 1 siege only, but still. The only reason why I believe white, orange, and blue can lose this is if they keep splitting up their armies and lose units. Just like what's happening with white right now. He was not with everybody else. Fatabi is attacking the buildings instead of this. Blue is somewhere else. So this is one reason why I can think of a victory from Tough. Else there should not be much choice. Good army from. That's a good amount of army from Regazord. This city of Beijing is very well protected. He's getting a tower there. I think Quantum should join now. Quantum should help Doki. This is also bad play from Quantum. Even if he has 2 units, he should just keep bugging Old Fire, because this city is, there's not much here in this city. And Mouse's capital has been reduced. I want to see if they are going to point yes, because or just point it. Mouse is going to bribe one siege, but he still has 3 more sieges. And Mouse is going for, man, that was close. I think Regasor should not have just lost a siege, but anyway, this is what's making this game interesting. Else, there's no fun. Fatabi is aiming for the despot. He might not get it because his units are dying, and Coldfire moves the despot just in the right time, before it's too late. And Catapult destroyed by Coldfire's militia. The Doki will be the first player to lose on this side, which will make it 2 versus 4. If it was 3 versus 4, if red did not die already, then this would be even better. But 3 versus 5 is a lot more easier than 2 versus 4, remember. Mouse has to get his militia, not a good sign. But anyway. Oldfire actually has great potential in this game because he's got Colossus, he's got British. I think initially Mouse was the strongest. He was in the strongest position with Turks and with the sieges, but now Coldfire is in the strongest position in Tough. And now, just now, 47 seconds. I have no doubt that Green will die, but just the fact that Quantum got all this time to repair, now he's going to be trouble for this team. Also, don't forget that White has a knowledge income of 92, 130, 100 versus just 60 and 45. So if anybody is going to go to Gunpowder Age first, it will be the team of 5, and if any one of them goes to Gunpowder Age, that will be game over. So splitting up your armies is not always a bad idea, and this is the time where splitting up your army is good. If you want to split up your army, split them so far apart that the opponent cannot rotate. Splitting them between one city to another is a bad idea just because your opponent can kill one and then go and kill another one. So here, Regazor just took down the city of Aleppo, and he's going for London. Finally, Coldfire is the one who is going to get raided. Coldfire is moving all of his units back, and this should be the time for Quantum Floyd to do some damage. He says aging and then I kill. Mouse is just trying to survive at this point, nothing more. That's all he needs. Fatabi's eco should be already 200. It's half of what his commerce cap allows. Not good, but luckily he's Aztecs. So if he gets good engagements, he has a better army than Mouse though. But also it comes down to micro. PC Loader should help him. PC Loader is just sitting idle over there. He should join this battle right now. Another problem I see here is that there's no communication. I am using, unless these guys are on voice chat, that's a different thing. And PC Loader should have attacked from the same direction, but he's attacking from a different direction. PC Loader still captures the city, good one. That's a good one. On the other side, Regasor is creating havoc in Coldfire's territory. The Coldfire is somewhere else. He says, sorry man, I don't know what this is for, but anyway, now Quantum Floyd is in a position that he can deal some nice damage. Coldfire got agitated here. That was a good one from Blue. Now he still has a lot of army. If he can save that, these guys have a chance here. This is such an interesting game. I have not seen such a nice 3 versus 5 for a long time. And again, all of this thanks to Regazor and Fatabi, who went here and killed Red. I think Red made a lot of mistakes. Red should have played defensive if he knew he would get attacked by Blue, especially knowing Blue was Despot. He should have just played defensive, try to kill his army, nothing more. But when he went Despot, that's where he somewhat dug his own grave. I would only suggest British to go Despot because they get the 25% extra commerce. Apart from that, nobody else should go Despot early, because even with Despot, even if you kill, let's say even if they kill Dorky right away, that Despot would not last them for long. Quantum Floyd now is revived. He's taken his city back. In fact, not his city, his capital. There is so much rotation going on here. Coldfire constantly moving from his own city. Maybe this would be a good time for Regazor to just go back and siege London. But that's a huge army that should be used as soon as possible. Regazor is out of commission for some time. Fatabi is pop capped at 78 now, just got a military level 3. On this side, Mouse, well, Mouse has some resources, he's got a lot of knowledge, but he just cannot afford to research anything. Quantum Floyd is getting pyramids. It's looking very difficult for the tough team, because Quantum Floyd, he was, as I said, probably the strongest in this team, and since he was on a backseat all this time, it was easier for a tough team. But with him in game, now with him, this game is going to be absolutely impossible. Mouse calls GG. And that's it. We got Fatabi, Quantum, and Regazor as the top 3 players. PC Roller 4th, and Dorky could not survive, but his team still won. That counts. Highest kills by Mouse, and followed by Coldfire. And I have to say, Fatabi did excellent here. He's got the highest kills in his team, and he's got more than double the kills of the second highest killer in his team. So that has to say about his micro and his choice of units and use of units. Very good play. Of course, Mouse and Coldfire would have a much better chance if Red survived, or if Red just kept Blue and Orange busy. If Red could just keep them busy, Mouse and Coldfire were wiping the floor here. They killed Dorky. They would have killed Quantum Floyd easily, and then they would have moved to Orange and Orange, White, or Blue. But so sad. That was a very fun game, guys. Thanks for staying. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.